Kirkley on pole position for the final Fiesta Junior race of the year, and all he needs is to finish this race to be the 2018 champion. James Waite all the way back in 8th position after a disastrous first race. He needs a miracle to take the title. We'll hand it over to the commentary team for their final race of the year.
A miracle is what James Waite needs to be champion. Magnus Kirkley just needs to bring it to the flag. Here's the grid. Kirkley and Josh Steed on the front row from Isaac Smith and Nathaniel Hotchkiss. Ollie Turner and Todd Garner on row 3 from Alfie Glennie and Ted Potts. James Waite starting from the back row of the grid alongside Abby Locke. Both of them having dire straits in race 1. Hopefully they'll end their season in a much better manner. So Magnus Kirkley is just 20 minutes away, 20 laps or so away, I should say, really, from the victory here in the championship fight. Let's find out what happens. Here we go. Cracking start from Josh Steed. I think he's going to beat Magnus Kirkley off the line again, as is Isaac Smith. It's all going to be again down to how they break for the first corner. Magnus Kirkley bails out of it. Isaac Smith charges for the lead and gets there. Josh Steed into second. Kirkley just playing safe. He doesn't want to lose the championship. He knew that a DNF coming into this one would take it away from him potentially. Now Ollie Turner and Nathaniel Hotchkiss go to battle again. Same place, same time. This time Ollie Turner gets the move done. Beautifully made from Ollie Turner. He'll want one final podium to round off his season if he possibly can. So here they come out of the Graham Hill Bend, up the Cooper Straight, and heading up once again towards Surtees and in through the left-hander up towards McLaren. Ollie Turner still hanging on in 4th position in front of Hotchkiss. Hotchkiss now dives back to the inside to take the place once more. They go door to door yet again as Ollie Turner tries to get a good exit out of Clark and Clearways, but if you look right, you'll just about see the nose of Hotchkiss's car starting to draw alongside as they go door to door down the main straight. Smith leads, Steed second, Kirkley third, and Hotchkiss gets back into 4th place on Ollie Turner as they dive into Paddock Hill Bend once more. Turner trying to get him back on the undercut. Great race in between these two, and Ollie Turner gets him straight back and into the barriers. That's a big shot. That's a big shot straight off at Paddock Hill Bend. Who is it through the smoke? I think it's Abby Locke. That's a big problem there. That looks like a car failure, not driver error. So Ollie Turner goes side by side with Hotchkiss again. Big dive to the inside. Now, with these guys being junior drivers, I would not be surprised that that shunt of Abby Locke's may bring out the safety car. They might need to ascertain the situation down at Paddock Hill Bend, because that's a big one. Hotchkiss back on the inside of Ollie Turner to take the position back straight away. And look who's coming to join the fun. Here comes James Waite as Hotchkiss and Turner once again go side by side. Now they need to sort this out because the yellow flags will be out at Paddock Hill Bend. Ollie Turner trying to race him to the yellow flag zone, but the yellow flag is there. Abby Locke is still there in position, and Ollie Turner tries to dive for the inside of Hotchkiss. They bang doors big time, and James Waite's trying to come up the inside of both of them. He's fighting to get his championship back on song. He's split them both up the middle. James Waite gets past them both. What a sweet move from Waite. That was straight out of the British touring cars. Oh, this boy's got a future in the big boys, hasn't he? Absolutely amazing. So now it's Smith, Steed and Kirkley, and up to 4th position comes James Waite. It won't be enough to win the championship. He's got to hope that Kirkley has a DNF, but this is not a bad fight back from James Waite at all. So Hotchkiss charging after James Waite as they come off the corner, back onto the main straight once again. James Waite being hassled now by Nathaniel Hotchkiss, who wants to beat the potential runner-up in the championship, although if Kirkley does DNF, then Waite can get the job done. It's all going to come down to the dropped scores. They're very even in terms of points scored in the championship. In fact, if it stays like this, in terms of the total accrued points, they would actually be dead level, although Kirkley would win the title on dropped scores by 30 if it stays like this. So that shows you how impressive their season has been. If it weren't for dropped scores, they would be tied on points, and then it would be on the count back. I haven't got the mathematical know-how to know who it would be at that stage if they had no dropped scores. So I think it would go to James Waite if there was no dropped scores, but unfortunately, as there is, it's going to go to Kirkley. So Ollie Turner still trying to hassle Hotchkiss in for an opportunity for the move. trying to get there on the inside line. Unfortunately, Abby Locke is out of the race, but fortunately she is safe and sound, and there is no need for a safety car. The car is buried well into the gravel trap, and she is okay. We're on board with Josh Steed as he battles now with Isaac Smith for the last race win of the season. Both of them want it. Josh Steed's going to try and make the move on the inside. There's not a lot of room. Josh, you're going to have to bail out of that one. Dear, oh dear. Very close indeed, and now he's going to try again into Graham Hill Bend. Isaac Smith chops across him. Don't even think about it, mate. I've been fighting all season for a win. I am not going to let you have this. Brilliant. Absolutely terrific racing. This is the season finale we wanted. Magnus Krickleby sat there in third position, doesn't need to win this race to be champion. He's just going to sit there and watch what happens. If he gets a chance to win it, then of course he's going to take it, but he doesn't need to push too hard. We're on board with Krickleby once again. So charging after, Josh Steed in second position. Teams with the pit boards on the pit board, just informing the drivers what's going on. They don't need those. They know exactly what the score is. Into Paddock Hill Bend. Still pushing hard. Josh Steed trying to get closer to Isaac Smith. He's been frustrated by Magnus Krickleby in race 1, and now he's being frustrated by Smith in race 2. Both of them pushing incredibly hard at the top of Druids as they drop down Hailwood Hill once again, up towards Graham Hill Bend, named after the only man in motor racing history to win Formula One's Monaco Grand Prix, the Indy 500 and the Le Mans 24 Hours. Up through the Cooper Straight, into Surtees, through the left, through the right, and Josh Steed still right in behind Isaac Smith. In fact, he's gained a lot of ground on this lap. It's a faster lap from his point of view. Isaac Smith's best lap so far has been a 57.480. Already, Josh Steed's lap is quicker than that. As he comes across the line this time, it's going to be a new fastest lap, I think. It is 57.142 and an average speed of 76.1 miles an hour. That's how fast these cars can get around this circuit. Here we go again. Isaac Smith trying to defend as they come off Paddock Hill Bend. Surely this is going to be the moment for Josh Steed as he now tries round the outside of Druids to try and take the lead. James Waite still trying to fend off Nathaniel Hodgkiss as they battle away for fourth position. Is there going to be a change of lead? Not yet. Isaac Smith has hung on. Josh Steed still there in second position. Surely the move has got to come at some point from Josh Steed. He's just hammering in those apexes, trying to gain the ground necessary to take the lead. Here he tries again. Is he going to get space? Oh, Isaac Smith's going to stop the car on the apex, and so Josh Steed has got no alternative but to try and slingshot the car from the outside line to the inside. Isaac Smith gets the car right across. There's no way through. Isaac Smith is making that car as wide as possible. Over the line, into the braking zone again, and this time Isaac Smith covers the inside line, so Josh Steed swings it to the outside, trying to get the best line out of Paddock Hill Bend to make a charge up to Druids. Here we go again, Isaac Smith protecting the inside line. Josh Steed makes the big lunge for the inside, tries to find the gap, and there's a nudge. Not going to get through there, Josh. Oh, this is brilliant. What a race between these two. And now he's going to make the dive into Graham Hill Bend. Is there enough space? No, there's not. Well defended by Isaac Smith to keep the car rolling through the apex to make sure there was no way through. As a result of this, we've got James Waite and Nathaniel Hodgkiss closing up on the top three. So Magnus Krickleby still hovering on the back of Josh Steed. Go on, Josh, give it a go, give it a go. He's just patiently sat there in third position, waiting to see what these two get up to. But Isaac Smith is absolutely determined. I want to win this final race of the year. I want to win. I want to win. You're not having it. So Josh Steed in second position, working very hard as Nathaniel Hodgkiss swarms around behind James Waite as they duel over fourth position. It's not quite going to be enough. James Waite will have to be valiant in defeat here this weekend. As again, Isaac Smith hangs onto the inside line for Druids. Josh Steed is trying to get the switch back down towards Graham Hill Bend. He favours this corner for overtaking. Is he going to be close enough? No, he's going to wait for an opportunity at the top of the hill, I guess, out of the Cooper Straight. Pushing hard. Up towards Surtees, the left-hander. Waiting for the bold move. Josh Steed powering on through the left-hander. Isaac Smith protecting the inside line. Wait for the moment, wait for the moment. He's going to get a good exit here off of Clearways. If he gets a good charge through Clark Curve, he may get an opportunity into Paddock Hill Bend. The car looks much stronger this time. Josh Steed has kept it well planted. Magnus Krickleby in behind is looking for an opportunity as well, but Josh Steed goes left. That's where Isaac Smith sends him. He might get an opportunity to dive very late in as James Waite's got Nathaniel Hodgkiss to his inside line. Hodgkiss takes fourth place off James Waite. James won't be happy with that. He'll want to get him straight back again. So he will try round the outside as the leaders continue to squabble. There's nothing between them, but Hodgkiss has got himself past James Waite for fourth. Good move from Nathaniel. Can James Waite get him back? The top three absolutely glued together. James Waite still pushing hard on the back of Nathaniel Hodgkiss. This is exactly the way he wanted this to be. A really exciting run here. So Josh Steed trying to get past Isaac Smith for the lead of this race, but it's Smith who leads. Steed second, Krickleby third, Hodgkiss fourth, Waite in fifth position from Turner, Potts, and then of course there have been a few battles further back. Actually, I think it's Glennie in front of Potts for the moment, and not entirely sure why, but Todd Garner was unable to take the start of this one. So now Josh Steed trying to come around the outside. Oh, careful. He's pushing very hard to try and get a move on Isaac Smith, but I think he's done enough here. Out of Paddock Hill Bend. He's going to dive for the inside. Josh Steed absolutely slashes his way through the inside of Isaac Smith. They rub door panels. That's the way through. No room left for Isaac Smith. Brilliant move by Josh Steed. That was one of the best overtakes of the season, if not the very best. Absolutely superb from Steed. He set Isaac Smith up there. Isaac Smith defended to the inside and went, no, there's enough room. I'm just going to slide into the inside, mate. I'll take this, thank you. Now he drifts wide. Careful, Josh. Don't lose the lead. You've had to fight tooth and nail to get it. But what a move. What a sensational overtake from Josh Steed. That was easily his best overtake of the season, and he'll remember that one for ages and ages and ages. Now Magnus Krickleby's turn. Go on, can you get after Isaac Smith? You won't want to risk anything silly. The last thing he needs, with James Waite not too far behind him in fifth place, is a do-or-die manoeuvre that ends with him in the gravel. He's got to finish this race in the top six to win the championship. Out through Druids. He'll watch for an opportunity, but I don't think he's going to try anything silly. Magnus Krickleby has always been a very calm and calculated racing driver. He doesn't want to push this too hard. He's on the back of Isaac Smith. He just needs to stay there, and he will be the 2018 Fiesta Junior Champion. Up through Surtees, through the left flick, up on the curbs, back down on the circuit once again, braking hard for clearways, no problem at all for Magnus Krickleby. And still pushing hard onto the Brabham straight once again. Isaac Smith still charging after Josh Steed, but that overtaking move from Steed has really taken the wind out of his sails, hasn't it? I don't think he was expecting anything quite so feisty as that from Josh Steed, who now takes the lead of the race. Smith second. Krickleby third. This man, James Waite, trying to overtake Nathaniel Hodgkiss in front of him for fourth position. Hodgkiss has given him some space, so it's not quite as easy as Waite might have thought it would be. Krickleby still hovering all over the back of Isaac Smith. This is the difficulty in racing at this level. When the cars are all built to run equal, if you've got a handle on the car and the rhythm of the circuit, once you get into clean air, you can run away and dominate in the way that Magnus Krickleby did in race one. But if there's any doubt or any basic problems in trying to get yourself into that position, if you're held up for any length of time, it becomes a very difficult exercise. And Magnus Krickleby is trying to play safe here and bring the car home as much as he is trying to win a race. So he doesn't want to do anything silly. If the move is on for definite, absolutely 100%, no issue at all, he'll go for the overtake. But I'm not sure that he's going to risk anything silly. Look, even there, Magnus Krickleby earlier in the season might have tried a move there into Paddock Hill Bend and probably would have got the move done. But Magnus just wants to get the title sewn up here. He doesn't want to lose it. So he's going to stay in position for the moment and see what happens. If Smith runs wide, too wide off the circuit, then he'll have him for second, no problem. So this is up to Isaac Smith here. Isaac Smith has everything to lose at this point in second place. Oh, they've just run over one of the bollards there at the curb, so somebody's had a bit of an issue. Josh Steed kicking it out of the way as he comes through in the lead. Smith second, Krickleby third, Hodgkiss fourth. Fifth position for James Waite. Then it is Ollie Turner. And then it's Alfie Glennie and Ted Potts towards the back of the field. Non-start, sadly, for Todd Garner. We didn't really find out what the reason was for that one. But Josh Steed now leads the way here, and his fastest lap is that 57.142 that he set on lap 6 to charge after the back of Isaac Smith. He hasn't gone faster than that really since. Just looking at their fastest lap times at the moment in this race, Magnus Cricklewy in 3rd position. His best time is at 57.455. Now that is fractionally quicker than Isaac Smith. So in terms of 1 lap pace, he could probably get away and dominate in the similar fashion to what he did in race 1 earlier. But he doesn't want to push too hard. He doesn't want to risk anything at this point. Would you throw away a championship for the sake of a race victory? I certainly wouldn't. So Magnus Cricklewy in 3rd position, just trying to get as close as he can to the man in front, should anything happen. Behind James Waite, it is Ollie Turner ahead of Alfie Glennie, and then Ted Potts. I can tell you that Abby Locke is okay after her trip into the gravel trap at Paddock Hill Bend, but out of the race in a rather unfortunate manner, really. I think that was a problem with the car rather than her own driving mistake there. It looked as though something failed on the car for her to go in at that rate of knots. Maybe a brake failure. What's Isaac Smith indicating for? Isaac Smith's indicating to the left. Was that a mistake, or was that some kind of hand signal? I'm not sure, but now there is a real problem in the mix because this second place battle is going to get pretty feisty. Isaac Smith's got Magnus Cricklewy right behind him, and on the back of them is Nathaniel Hodgkiss. This is a problem for Magnus Cricklewy. He needs to drop Hodgkiss because he could be a real demon in the mix for the battle here. He could really cause a thorn in the side, because if Hodgkiss wants to get on the podium, which of course he does, he's not going to take too kindly to Magnus Cricklewy being slower than him in the way. And Hodgkiss's lap times are pretty good on pace at 57.509, so it's very comparable to Cricklewy. If he has an opportunity to get past him, he's going to take it. He's just as fast. In fact, he's only half a tenth of a second off the fastest lap of Magnus Cricklewy at this phase of the race. So there's every chance, but Cricklewy needs to drop him and go for Smith, and here he goes. He realises he's got a risk. Here's Cricklewy into the braking zone for Paddock Hill Bend. Through turn 1. Smith drops it wide. Too wide! He's gone very wide and hits up the gravel there. But Cricklewy was not quite close enough to take advantage of that. That's a problem for Magnus. That was a little bit too conservative. He should have really been on the back of him to get by into 2nd position, because Hodgkiss is going to get closer as a result, as is James Waite. So this could end up causing a bit of an issue for Magnus Cricklewy if he gets into the danger zone, where someone like Hodgkiss can go for the move up the inside and not care squat what happens to Cricklewy. If they do come into contact, Cricklewy is in a little bit of bother. So he's got to be careful here. He doesn't want to risk it. Meanwhile, James Waite just wants to finish his season on a high. He's closing up on Hodgkiss. He can sense that if Hodgkiss can't get past Cricklewy, maybe he can get past Hodgkiss. So Cricklewy's going to have another go at Isaac Smith, and he needs to here. The pressure cooker's bubbling over. He gets right in behind Isaac Smith. But Magnus being cautious, he's not going to just chuck it in there and hope. Much cleaner this time from Isaac Smith as Josh Steed extends his advantage by a couple of seconds. Here they come again. Smith just going a little bit deep out of Druids. Magnus Cricklewy could really do with either getting away from him or getting past him, because this is getting a bit of a problem now. They drop through out of Graham Hill Bend onto the back straight, onto Cooper Straight, up towards Surtees. This is an opportunity again for Magnus Cricklewy to let this title unravel if he's not careful. He's just got to be a little bit circumspect about the situation. Smith runs a bit deep. If I'm Cricklewy, I need to get past sooner rather than later, really, because Hodgkiss is gaining ground, as is James Waite. So Magnus Cricklewy could do with getting through. We're on board with James Waite. Let's see what Magnus does. He's hovering all over the back of Isaac Smith again into turn 1. He's just not willing to take that big, bold, dicing manoeuvre, and to be fair, I totally understand why. He doesn't want to lose the championship. Meanwhile, James Waite's not waiting around. He's going to banzai on the inside of Hodgkiss from a long way back. Oh, and straight off into the barriers. Into Abbey Locke's parked car goes Alfie Glennie. Big shunt, big shunt. Wow. I wonder if he's had a brake failure, because that is not Alfie Glennie's typical racing line. He's out of the car, but unfortunately, Abbey Locke's car is now a write-off because Glennie has gone into it in exactly the same place. So Abbey Locke was probably hoping, well, maybe we can get that car repaired and use it for next year. I'm not so sure now, as Hodgkiss gets back on the inside of James Waite and takes 4th position back from him. Squeezes Waite out. Now, there's going to be yellow flags at Paddock Hill Bend, surely, for Alfie Glennie's car going off. So he's got to get in front before the yellow flags are waved. Hotchkiss is through, so he's got to hang back for a moment. And now James Waite can attack again on the exit. Green flags fly again. So can James Waite beat into the braking zone for Druids as Isaac Smith goes deep into Druids? Quickly is there. Look at these two side by side, Hotchkiss and James Waite. Still side by side, still rubbing doors. He's got to leave him enough space, and James Waite takes full advantage up the inside. Hotchkiss is trying to run right round the outside of Graham Hill Bend, but James Waite holds the inside line, runs in deep, and that's enough for Waite to get the place. Hotchkiss still trying to come at him, but James Waite's got the job done. Oh, two wheels in the air as he goes through the left-hander at Surtees. Hotchkiss comes straight back at him, though, on the inside. Waite just drives around the outside. No, we're done here, mate. Thank you. Brilliant from James Waite. Really, really good racecraft. And that was very difficult to get that one sorted out. They come onto the main straight again and up towards Paddock Hill Bend. Last lap, James Waite just trying to hang on. Two retirements then from the race, unfortunately. Abbey Lock in at turn 1 on the end of lap 1, and Alfie Glennie goes in with him and unfortunately gives them a major repair bill. But Josh Steed out in front is going to lift the victory trophy in the final race of the season. What a year he's had, and it will be a very positive end to his year as he steps up, we think, to the Senior Championship next year. It'll be great to see him there. But Josh Steed has worked his craft brilliantly in the Fiesta Juniors. They say you're only as good as your last race, and his last race in the Fiesta Junior Championship will be as a winner. Josh Steed out of the final turn, powers down the main straight, and he takes victory in his last ever Fiesta Junior Championship race. Well done to Josh Steed. Isaac Smith will come home in second, but Magnus Kricklewey is the Fiesta Junior Champion in third position. James Waite fourth, ahead of Nathaniel Hotchkiss in fifth. But what a way to end the season. It is Steed who wins it, Kricklewey who is the Fiesta Junior Champion. So Magnus Kricklewey can finally celebrate. Josh Steed wins the race from Smith and Kricklewey. James Waite is fourth, Hotchkiss in fifth, Turner in sixth from Potts, Glennie, Lock and Garner out, but Kricklewey is the new champion. Here's the confirmation. By 30 points on drop scores, Waite is second, Steed is third in front of Isaac Smith, Ollie Turner rounds out the year in P5.
Josh, race winner, a great race win as well, but it could have been the championship if you look back over the year. A few DNFs in there that you didn't need.
Yeah, no, we've done really well this year. I mean, of course it was a bit unlucky throughout the year. We've had mechanical failures, but that's racing. Really enjoyed this year. Can't thank everyone enough. Team Mutation Motorsport, best I've had. Sponsors, CID TV Pass and Support Air. Can't thank them all enough.
Well done. And next year up to seniors if you're old enough?
Well, we'll have to wait and see. There's big things planned, so I'm looking
Watch this space.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Isaac, well done. Second place. It wasn't quite the victory that you were looking for, but it was still a good race.
Yeah, I was looking for a victory, hopefully to secure third in the championship, but didn't quite manage it. It was a bit rough at the top corner, but well done to Josh.
Back again next year in this championship?
We'll see, won't we?
Nobody wants to say anything at this stage of the year, do they?
No.
Well done. Good luck.
Cheers.
Magnus, well done, 2018 champion, and you did it in style as well. Kind of sensible in race 2. It wasn't the dominant win that we saw in race 1, but you didn't need to.
No, I think I had the pace to win it, but I just sat back, enjoyed some racing, and then let them do what they need to do.
You had yourself in a little pocket where there was no pressure from behind. You didn't need to go forward. It was quite nice just listening.
Yeah, and enjoyable racing to watch, so it was really good, and I won the championship in the end, so it's really, really good.
Plans for next year?
Don't know yet.
Secret. Well done.
Thank you.